Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look, a real strategic deep dive, into what seems like a really interesting opportunity. It's in the health and wellness space, and what's specifically aimed at allied health professionals.
Right.
Our source, well, it's pretty direct. It's an invitation to lease at a place called Wonga Health and Fitness Studio.
Okay. Wonga Health and Fitness.
Got it. So our mission, really, is to figure out what makes this particular offer tick. What's the unique appeal? What are the strategic edges for your practice?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's unpack this. So maybe starting right at the core. What's the basic deal Wonga Health and Fitness is putting out there for these professionals?
Well, fundamentally, the invitation is about leasing space, specifically 2 treatment or consultation rooms they have available inside their studio.
Okay, so leasing rooms.
Yeah, but it's not just, 4 walls. It seems positioned as stepping into an already established professional health environment.
Right. And who exactly are they looking for, does it say?
It does, and this is quite interesting. They specifically mention exercise physiologists, myotherapists, dietitians, remedial and sports massage therapists, and then sort of a catch-all other allied health practitioners.
So quite specific, but also broad within that allied health field.
Exactly. It really points toward, I think, a deliberate strategy. They're aiming for an integrated service setup.
Like a hub?
Precisely. A place where different specialists work side by side, potentially offering clients, more holistic care under one roof. It fosters that collaborative feel.
That makes sense. That integrated idea is definitely trending. But location is always key, isn't it? The invitation mentions something about that.
Oh, definitely. And this is where, as you said, it gets really interesting. The studio is inside the Wonga Park Village Shopping Center.
Okay, inside the shopping center itself, what's the significance there?
Well, the source calls it a prime spot. Think about it. You've got a post office right there, a popular
So
cafe
established
called Little
businesses drawing people in already.
Exactly. It's not just random foot traffic passing by on a street. These are people actively using the shopping center. It's a community hub.
Right.
So for a practitioner, that translates into a steady, kind of natural stream of potential clients who are already out and about, maybe grabbing coffee or doing errands.
Yeah, it potentially lowers that barrier, that effort needed to get clients in the door compared to, say, a standalone clinic somewhere else.
Precisely. You're immediately visible to a pretty wide demographic.
Okay, so strategic location. What about inside the studio? The facilities themselves, are they basic rooms or is there more?
There seems to be quite a bit more. The source highlights what they call state-of-the-art facilities.
Like what?
We're talking a dedicated Reformer Pilates room, a proper strength and conditioning area,
Okay.
a zone for boxing, cardio, and functional training, plus an infrared sauna.
An infrared sauna, wow, okay.
Yeah, and showers, of course.
Yeah.
And importantly, they mention a body composition scanner.
Ah, that's interesting. For certain practitioners, like a dietitian or an EP.
Exactly. That's not just a fancy extra. It's a really practical tool for tracking client progress objectively, showing results. That can really help with client buy-in and keeping them engaged long-term.
So good location, good internal facilities. It sounds like more than just renting a room. They mentioned something about join our team.
They do. And if we connect that to the bigger picture, it suggests it's not just about being a tenant.
Right.
It's an invitation into a sort of professional community, wouldn't you say? They seem to want people who share that health and wellness goal.
So potential for collaboration.
I think that's the implication.
Yeah.
Cross-referrals between practitioners, maybe shared knowledge, possibly even joint marketing efforts down the line.
That could definitely be a benefit. Building a shared brand almost, sharing the load.
Yeah, reducing the burden on each individual practice and offering clients that more comprehensive, convenient, one-stop shop kind of feel. It's about growing together, not just in isolation.
Makes sense. And for anyone listening who might be thinking, okay, I want to know more, is there contact info?
Yes, the invitation gives a name and number. It's Max Naylor at Wonga Health and Fitness, and the number is 0483-925-625.
Okay, good. So summing it up then, what's the real strategic takeaway here for an allied health professional considering this?
Well, this deep dive, I think, really shows it's less about just finding office space and more about a strategic move. It's an opportunity to plug your specialized practice into an existing, well-equipped wellness hub.
In a high-traffic, community-focused spot.
Exactly, leveraging shared resources, location, and potentially that collaborative community instead of going it completely alone. And,
Uh-huh.
this raises an important question.
Yeah, it really makes you think, doesn't it? How might these integrated centers like Wonga Health and Fitness seems to be aiming for actually change how wellness is delivered in communities?
Hmm.
Offering that one-stop shop is convenient for clients, sure, but that synergy between practitioners, that could be powerful too.
Absolutely. Benefits for everyone involved.
So what does that future look like? What's the potential, really, for these kinds of collective health businesses in our local areas? Something to consider.